which is nice. Anyways, I'm like biking home, and I would like to bring your people's attention to whoever is watching this to another random fact about biking along the road. And this actually applies to like driving too, but ooh, truck. I should stop now. Oh, just kidding. He says it's okay to go. Okay. So actually, this is a really good point to bring up as that truck is passing by. So if you're like holding something in your hands, or you look even like slightly preoccupied when you're on a bike, you get like really dirty looks from people. And it's so freaking frustrating because sometimes those people who are driving have like phones in their hands or they're equally distracted. And it's like, you know what? I don't really care if you judge me or whatever, but don't be a hypocrite and like drive unsafely and then be mad at me because I'm like also like looking distracted. And I'm like, I don't know, like, I'm pretty sure I was just like on the ground as I filmed, but anyways, but I'm one of those people and I'm like, distracted driving is super bad, and I don't care how careful you think you're being, or how good of a texter, or even like talking on the phone while you drive. I don't care how good you think you are, it's still really dangerous, and it's still really stupid, and it's still really, really unnecessary. I know like my dad, like even like he's not that busy, and sometimes he picks up the phone just because like he just has like, he doesn't think like he won't be able to handle it and he'll pick up the phone. But I know like he's always like, how important, like we sometimes, okay, so we have pay-as-you-go phones, and crossing the street and being careful because I don't want to get run over, so I'm gonna have to deal with this lameness. Anyways, we have a pay-as-you-go like system thingy phone thing plan with AT&T. Go look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about, but you probably do. It's like one of those prepaid things. And so like what happens is a text costs 20 cents and a call is 10 cents. So basically my dad will get really mad at my brother if he texts instead of calling, because he's like, really, it's really worth your time? Is that important that you can't like make a phone call? Or like, it just like, it doesn't make sense to like try to like save time by like trying to like pick up the phone or whatever when you don't need to. And so it's like really frustrating when people are like, I'm gonna be stupid and text and call while I'm driving and stuff. And it's like, people like don't realize how dangerous it is. But like I've tried like to like look at my phone just to like check the time sometimes, and it's like really hard to do even just like biking. So like driving, like operating like a huge like a car is like 10 times worse, and I'm just like, yeah, people are crazy. So I just wanted to point that out. And yes, this is kind of stupid of me to say because I'm like filming as I'm biking, but if you'll notice, I'm kind of on like a really like empty back road kind of deal, and like when I cross streets I'm like super careful and I like hold the camera in one place, so I'm not actually like trying to like film and talk insanely at the same time. And I also only like cross streets that are like small, and I don't know if there's any like major cars around. Like worst case scenario, I'll drop whatever I'm using to film because I'm not stupid. But yeah, that's my little rant about people. Like I like will be biking wherever, and I like pass like cars upon cars of people texting and driving, and I'm like, what are you doing? I just want to like throw something at everybody who drives a car and is texting or is like on their phone and be like, get off your freaking phone. And it's the most frustrating when they're bad at driving, or when they like honk at other people, or when they honk at me and stuff. And it's like, you're the one who's on your phone, you're the one who's doing a bad job of driving. Why don't you pay attention and not be a bad driver and be responsible for your actions instead of blaming the people around you? So it's really annoying. And yeah, I mean, like I don't drive yet, so maybe that's another thing I like shouldn't say. But I know that like since I never use my phone, I would never personally do that as a driver. I would just be a sucky driver and propagate the stereotype of bad Asian drivers. Sorry guys, that's life. I don't know what to tell you. But I'm not gonna be driving anytime soon because I'm like not allowed to. Like my dad's like, no, you're not teachable, and he doesn't want to teach me how to drive. So yeah, but that's a whole nother story, and I don't really want to rant about that on the internets right now. But yeah. Also, you may notice at some point when I eventually get all my videos to upload, the video that I was talking about earlier that's like about Barnes & Noble and Easter and stuff, I don't actually know if I referenced what it was about, but it got queued and it was only like 3 minutes long. And so my other video that I made after it, which was 5 minutes long that I made today, like uploaded, and then the one that was from like Sunday from when I was coming back from work didn't upload. And I was like, well, that's cool because now my videos are out of order. And I'm just like, thanks app. Thanks YouTube capture app thingy thing a thing up a bob. I can't talk. It's kind of cold, but you know, Maybe this talking is making me warmer, so I'm not noticing him as much. Totally running out of breath. This is really tiresome. Yeah. So that was my things that I wanted to rant about, is people who give you dirty looks and stuff. And like, just like people when they're driving, like, be as judgmental and stuff as you want. Like, have as much road rage as you want if you can control yourself and be responsible. But if you can't, and if you're a bad driver, or if you just like are like, you're not aware of how good or bad of a driver you are, then you shouldn't go around and judge other people or things around you for being good or bad. Just control yourself and be aware of everything that's happening. And yeah. And also, like, one of the things I really like need to say about texting and driving, so many people are like, I only text and drive when I'm by myself. And like, they make it seem like it's okay as long as you're not endangering somebody's life. But the reality is, the most likely, I feel like, I don't know if this is true statistically, but it could be, when you're like by yourself driving or texting, that's the most dangerous time to be doing it, because there's nobody to sit next to you and like warn you if something's about to happen, because you're the only one in the car. And so like, that's so scary to me. And so people who do that, I just want to beat them over the head. I'm just like, what is wrong with you? Holy goodness. Yeah. And I have a bunch of friends who do that, and yeah, I'm lucky, like I don't know anybody who like has gotten like really seriously injured or anything from that, but I feel like going down the road it could happen, and that's just like a terrible thing. And I've actually like told my friends, I've been like, if you like get in a car accident, I'm gonna be like, I knew this was gonna happen, I told you not to do that. And obviously like I'd still be really upset, but I would be like, you brought this upon yourself. And I'd be like, wow. So that's my ranting. Okay, bye for now. Watch this upload in the wrong order, etc., etc., etc.